Good evening, everyone. I'm Shikha Pandey from Kirin Advisors. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the virtual roadshow of GenXAI Analytics Limited. Today, we will provide a brief overview of the company and its innovative business model. GenXAI Analytics Limited is a technology-driven enterprise performance and analytics solutions provider company engaged in enabling enterprises to streamline business-critical workflows, enhance system performance, and improve operational efficiency. So from the management team, we are having Mr. Rakesh Agarwal, Managing Director of the company, and Dr. Raj Khaware, Non-Executive Director of the company. Good evening and welcome, sir. We have Mr. Ashish Goel, Executive Director and CFO of the company. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Good evening.
We have Mr. Sharat Sanghvi, CEO of the company. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Vice President of the Choice Capital Advisors Private Limited. Good evening and welcome, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
So now we'll play a short AV of the company.
In a world where every business decision is shaped by data, competitive advantage belongs to those who can turn information into intelligence. Welcome to GenXAI Analytics Limited, an outcome-driven solution provider focused on enterprise performance management platforms, AI-driven data analytics, and proprietary artificial intelligence products. The company is led by a focused leadership team driving its vision and growth. Rakesh Agrawal, Chairman and Managing Director, Sharat Sanghvi, Chief Executive Officer, and Ashish Goel, Chief Financial Officer.
Hi, this is Rakesh Agrawal, Executive Chairman and Founder of GenXAI. At GenXAI, our mission is simple: to embed intelligence into every business decision. We are building an analytics and AI organization that delivers measurable business outcomes, not just technology.
GenXAI operates at the intersection of business consulting, data engineering, and artificial intelligence. The company partners with enterprises to modernize decision-making, automate insight generation, and deploy predictive intelligence across core business functions. Every engagement is designed with one clear objective: to improve performance, reduce uncertainty, and accelerate growth. GenXAI delivers domain-focused analytics and AI solutions, aligned to how each industry actually operates. Across every industry, from banking to tech, from healthcare to retail, from manufacturing to logistics, solutions are aligned to business outcomes, not generic analytics deployments.
Hi, I'm Sharat Sanghvi, CEO of GenXAI. Our focus is on building scalable, industry-driven AI and analytical solutions that integrate seamlessly into enterprise operations. GenXAI is positioned to become a long-term intelligence partner for businesses navigating digital transformation.
The company deploys modern artificial intelligence tools, machine learning models, and automation platforms that enable intelligent forecasting, real-time analytics, pattern recognition, and decision automation. Delivered through configurable platforms, including executive dashboards, analytics engines, and forecasting modules. The focus is simple: faster adoption, repeatable value, and enterprise scale impact. As the company scales its analytics and AI footprint, a sharp focus on execution excellence and scalable delivery models remains central to its strategy.
Hi, I am Ashish Goel, CFO of GenXAI Analytics. Strong governance, financial discipline, and scalable operating models form the foundation of our growth strategy. At GenXAI, we are building a sustainable analytics organization for the long term.
From strategy to execution, from data to intelligence, from insight to impact. GenXAI Analytics Limited is enabling enterprises to build smarter, faster, and more resilient businesses, powered by analytics and artificial intelligence.
Let's now start with the presentation. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shikha. Hope I'm audible to everyone. Can you just confirm?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. So thank you so much, everyone who joined this virtual roadshow for GenXAI IPO. Thank you, Choice team. Thank you, Shreya, for arranging this virtual roadshow. So I started this overall, you can say, technology journey 25 years back, and worked with the very large conglomerate in India. Worked in some of the global projects in my last stint before I started this journey on my own in 2014. And so majority of the time we have been working more on the EPM side of it. EPM, from a layman terms, if I just give you a perspective that how your actual present and past data can help you to derive your future projections, future business outcomes, and future strategy in that enterprise level. So at a personal level, you have a lot of options, lot of tools available, but at an enterprise level, there are very few limited platform available globally, and that's how they leverage the technology platform to drive their strategy and their growth. So we are in terms a kind of growth technology partner for the large conglomerate. So we are serving around 100 plus customers globally, and doing it for last almost 2 decades. But the majority of our industry focus was always been BFSI and technology, and that's how we derive what you can say a lot of our growth rate and our top line and our numbers. Our CFO Ashish will talk in subsequent slide. And as you said that as you have seen that we are present in 6 cities in India and in US and Singapore in a global footprints. So thank you so much for joining. I'll just ask my CEO and CFO to cover the rest of the slides. Thank you, Shikha. Over to you.
Yes, sir. Ashish, sir, you can continue.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Yeah, is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So moving on to that, so we have expanded our organizations in last few years. We have GenXAI bought platform Viacom, Logimetrics, VR Projects and Tech, Softgrid, and along with the US entity VR Analytics INC on the board, with which we are working on as of now with diversified business portfolio. Moving on to the next slide, Shikha. So our growth strategy framework here comes upon from the major portion is from the side of strategic talent and acquisition retention. So our major pieces comes from the talent acquisitions. So this is the core area where we have to retain, where we have to acquire good talent, niche talent in our portfolio, which can help us to drive our revenue growth from the perspective, because we are the technology partners who drives from the people. So that is our core strength. Rest also we are expanding ourselves into the product portfolio side, where we have already developed our few products like agentic AI, glider apps. So that is already done. Already also we are looking after this IPO for the geographic expansion into the international markets. Already we have done in the past in the US and the Singapore. So we are looking to expand ourselves into the geographical market. Along with that, we are going to regularly perform our research and product innovation like we did in the past. Also, if we talk about the service portfolio, not leaving behind because we are moving into the AI world, we are not leaving around our service portfolio. Also, we are going to expand into that market. Shika, can you move on to the next slide? Yeah. So from here, I will hand over to Sharad, who will talk about more about the platform's agentic AI. Yeah, Sharad, please take it.
Thanks, Ashish. So basically, while EPM has been our core foundation for last 2 decades, we have been an AI-first organization. We started on our research and innovation roughly 2.5 years back when AI boom had just initiated. while it is still embedding in the organizations. Based on our customers' feedback and based on our research, we identified few areas where we could contribute to the AI journey of our existing customers as well as prospects. So, as part of our overall roadmap, we first created an agentic AI cloud platform covering three primary areas. One is Advico AI, which is basically an advisory collaboration. It's as good as a personal digital assistant at a corporate level for CXOs. Take an example where typically a sales head wants to run a governance meeting or a sales performance meeting. In a traditional format, typically this meeting is scheduled roughly 2 weeks in advance, at least 1 week to 2 week, or sometimes even 1 month of efforts goes into preparation of the MIS, the deck, etc. And typically when the review happens, that's a dated deck. As contrary to that, this particular AI, Advico AI, enables the CXOs 24 by 7 accessibility to the updated data. It's a single source of truth, and most importantly, they don't need any tech intervention. In plain English language, they can mention what they want to query, as good as give me the top performing sales rep, give me the top performing product, probably summarization by region, etc., and the outcome is there. So this is about our Advico AI or advisory collaboration AI. The next one is our content AI engine, where again, as Rakesh had mentioned, that telecom, media, and technology has been one of our pioneering, industries where we have penetrated. So through that, we have again received requirements where a lot of content in day-to-day scenario today we experience as end users, be it LinkedIn, be it Instagram, be it the OTTs, etc. Now we all know that there is an abundance of content. We all know that the content quality and the content sentiment is very important, and the content classification is very important. That's where our content AI enables large corporates, particularly in the media sector, to optimize their life cycle of releasing the videos to the production usage. In addition to this, the tool also has the capability, or our AI engine also has the capability to transcript the text from audio and video into English and run sentiment analysis around that. It could be as good as a sales call sentiment analysis, assessing whether a customer will buy a product or not, or it could be as good as a grievance call customer analysis, where it gives a sentiment that the customer is happy or probably he has an angst. The next one is our policy and human intelligence platform. This AI layer enables corporates in terms of their risk analysis and decision making. As an early mover advantage, take a scenario where a large conglomerate wants to invest in a new geography. Now, investing in a new geography comes with a lot of risk. You need to understand the rules and regulation very clearly, and you should know what have been the past successes and the failures, right? So based on the feedback, based on the summarization and content for assessing given by the prospect or the customer, the capability of this tool is to give a go or a no-go one-pager analysis to the organization, whether they should invest in a particular geography, in a particular segment, in a particular market or not. And if yes, then probably what are the risk factors they need to take care of. Move to the next slide. The next product which we envisaged and piloted successfully with again one of our fintech customers was sales incentive and compensation management, where typically sales reps AI based calculation engine is available, which enables them in terms of their growth drivers, in terms of enabling them in terms of calculating their perceived incentives, and even do simulations with lookalike and likewise personas, that if they have to reach a particular say incentive target, where they are lagging, which are the low hanging fruits which they can typically pick up and they can sell in which kind of geography. And this motivates them from time to time in terms of meeting their targets and sometimes exceeding the targets to increase their overall incentive calculations. Move to the next. The next product, again, as an idea, came from one of our fintech organization where they had a problem statement of invoice processing automation. The life cycle of invoice automation was very high, and apart from that, a lot of manual intervention was required in terms of identifying whether it is a duplicate bill, or probably there has been a fraud in a particular invoice. And most importantly, after this all, whenever the invoice is required for any reference, searching the invoice, getting it from whether digitized or file based records was very cumbersome. That's where our smart invoice management and document intelligence, in conjunction, came into picture. We deployed this particular AI use case, which can be scalable to not only enterprises. It can be scalable as a SaaS offering to even small and medium enterprises across India. It roughly takes care of 90 to 95% of automation of invoice processing, as well as it saves the data in a manner, through the OCR, intelligent OCR based extraction, that through its vector search and easy language based search, the invoices can be extracted for use across the audit cycles, or any kind of references or payments in future. So this is all about our the product portfolio, which has been successfully piloted or limited production ready in some of our customers. We intend to take all this to the large scale. We intend to take this to an enterprise level, as well as a SaaS offering for our customers, not only in large enterprises but even small and medium enterprises. Can we move to the next slide? Yeah, I'll now hand over to Ashish for introduction to the board of directors and the KMPs.
Thanks, Rakesh. Thanks, Sharath, for briefing out. So on the board, we have Mr. Rakesh Agarwal being the MD of the company, Lakshmi Agarwal being the executive director, Dr. Raj Kishore Khaware being the non-executive director, Shobit Goyal and Manan Jain being the independent director and chartered accountant by profession. Moving on to the next slide. So we have these managerial person on our board, Sharad Singhi being the CFO, Ashish Goyal, myself being the CFO, Neha Agarwal, our company secretary, Hitesh Nandwana being the chief operating officer, Harish Jain being the deputy CFO. Other than this, we also have few subject matter expert and the technology and the department heads in our organization and our composition. Moving on to the next slide, Shika. So here comes the key part with the financial snapshots we are having. So by December 2025, ending 9 months period, we have a revenue of around 65 CR, maintaining a EBITDA margin of 30% and a net profit margin of around 16.5%. So that's the closing around December 2025. Moving on to this, Shika. So this is the core part where the object of the issue defines with the IPO size, which we are looking around 54.66. 50% of approximately is invested back into the development of AI products or new products, if we can say, which is roughly costing around 28.37 CR. Rest of the fund will be used for the working capital cycle and the repayment of borrowings along with the gross GCP. So this is the overall piece where you can see that all the fresh issue will be taken care and will be implied and will be infused for the development of the organization. From here, I will hand it over to Ms. Shreya, and she can take the next slide. Shika.
Yes, thank you, Ashish. So I'll just take you through the peer comparison of GenXAI Analytics with the two companies that we have mentioned in the offer document, that is Aeon Tech Solutions and Latent View Analytics. Of course, both these companies are also in the analytics space and have AI-led tools as well. But of course, since they are also engaged in other operations other than analytics, and GenXAI also has a bundle of services to offer, it cannot be said to be one-on-one comparison. But yes, this peer set has been taken on a tentative basis. Next slide, please. So these are the highlights of the issue. The issue is slated to open on 5th of June for the public investors. 4th of June will be the anchor investor round. And the issue will close on 9th of June 2026. The price band that has been finalized is rupees 110 to 116 with a bid lot size of 1200 equity shares. So at the upper price band of rupees 116, the issue size comes around 54.66 CR. The promoters holding currently is 90.28%, and they are coming with a minimum dilution of 26.4%. So with this, we come to the end of our presentation. We are happy to take questions now.
Thank you, Shreya ma'am. Thank you, Rakesh sir and Raj sir. Thank you, Sharad sir. Thank you, Ashish sir, for the presentation. We'll start with the Q&A session now. I request all participants to post your questions in the comment box. So we have first question from Mr. Yash Mistry. How has GenXAI evolved from an EPM consulting company into an AI-ready enterprise transformation platform?
Are we audible, Shika?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Yash, for the question. So as you have seen that the world has evolved from where the EPM was always on the top of layer from the ERP solution or whatever transaction layers people were driving from the analytics perspective and their existing actual analytics, what they used to do. And from there, the company has evolved from EPM. Within EPM, the decision making has shaped into where AI can play a bigger role. And that's why you have seen a lot of products have been coming in the transaction layer, but from the EPM side of it, there were very less player and very less products available in the global market. From the India market, there are very you can say almost zero to very one or two products which actually serve in this particular space, and that's where GenXAI leads into the AI based enterprise performance management solution offerings. Yeah.
And also AI is going to be an operating principle for all businesses.
Yeah.
So even if you have a legacy application, they're going to retrofit it for AI to make it work better, more efficiently.
Thank you. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Gukesh that what percentage of revenue currently comes from AI and Gen AI related services?
So right now, if you see from a whatever machine learning or AI kind of a model we see, at the core, it will be 70-30. 30% comes from a pure AI-based services. But if you ask from a proprietary product of GenXAI, then it is at this moment, it's between 5 to 10%. And then going forward, it will encounter. Yeah. It will have more contribution from the proprietary product in the overall revenue contribution.
Thank you. Next question, please. We have from question Mr. Amitabh that how do you differentiate yourself from larger analytics players?
So we have no competition to the larger analytics player because the analytics also need some kind of a planning. So we have to understand that a lot of analytical companies, they also need planning solution or a forecasting solution. There we created a niche space on the AI-led planning solution. And that's why the from a large analytical player is not there, but large consulting firm and global system integrators like Capgemini, Accenture kind of companies, we have a lot of competition. But we differentiate because of in the three aspects. One is definitely we are very flexible when in terms of deploying those out of the box solution. The second is definitely based on the domain expertise and understanding from local to global. That's what we carry. And third, definitely on the overhead and some of the cost analysis and cost benefit which we provide being placed in the India kind of a market, serving to the global market. So those are three areas where we differentiate ourselves from the large or global SIs, basically.
And we are also early adopters, right? We are relatively less overheads. We can move very, very quickly. So these are some of the competing advantages we have over big companies that take very long to respond.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. The again question from Mr. Amitabh that which service lines are witnessing the fastest growth?
See, definitely we started with finance as a core, but more than finance, now we have seen the more traction in the sales and supply chain side of it. And that's why we picked up even when people were looking at those solution only from the finance perspective. And we started our sales and supply chain almost a decade back. So that's the kind of, so finance will be the core, but in terms of growth, sales and supply chain related services are really picking up.
Thank you. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Sanjay Patil. What is the ideal revenue mix between consulting, implementation, managed services, and proprietary products?
So there is no ideal revenue mix because see those things are associated with each other. So when we when we land with the customer, we land with one-time deployment, one-time implementation kind of services. But that because the kind of dynamics it involves in the EPM domain, you cannot restrict to a static model. So you have to create a different dynamic models and a month on month different rolling forecast, rolling what you can say analysis you have to do. That's the reason there is no specific mix here. But yes, from overall services versus the product kind of a revenue mix, if you want to see, it should be at least 70-30 because products are AI as a service kind of offering which we do. It's not a perpetual product licenses which we sell. So whatever we are doing in the SaaS and AI as a service model, it's more of a 70-30 kind of a mix is the ideal mix, where 70% should come from the services, pure play services, 30% should come from the kind of product deployment and the what you can say, yeah, reselling of those products. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question,
Great
please.
question, Sanjay.
So we have a question from Ms. Vaidehi that how dependent are you AI offerings on third-party platforms such as OpenAI, Microsoft AZ, AWS, or Google Cloud?
So we are completely LLM agnostic and database agnostic product company. So there is no direct dependency. It all depends on customer to customer. If they have already signed up with suppose Microsoft Azure and OpenAI kind of a combination, and they want to leverage with their because those solution can serve on the point related problem statement, whereas the kind of Advico AI which we propose can connect with different application at the same time, and you can actually ask one single query which can bring the data set from all the different application at one time. So there is no dependency on a specific LLM or a specific database at this moment.
Yeah, our solutions are like steroids, right? It'll make thing efficient on whatever we put it. And the secret sauce we have is our domain expertise. So we use that expertise to build the AI solution that sit on top of all of these systems and vendors and do an excellent job.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Ravi Sakpal. What are the key entry barriers in your business?
So one of it, the biggest barrier is the domain expertise. Not too many people understand the nitty-gritties of the customers the way we do. By way of our history, by way of our successful implementation of hundreds of projects with them. That cannot be replaced or cannot be read in a book. So that's our biggest this thing. We have fully trained manpower that are used to delivering solutions at the expectation of the customer. So we have our customer retention, the stickiness with the customer. That helps us become the blue-eyed boy for our customers. And these cannot be learned in overnight.
We have spent almost 2 decades.
Yeah, look at the gray hair here, right? It doesn't come easy. Yeah. All of this is because of long-standing perseverance, working with the customers to understand and help them evolve a process, a methodology that will make them successful.
Definitely, sir. Thank you. Next question, please. We have a question from Ms. Sakshi Somni. What is the desired split of revenue between segments of implementation services, resourcing services, sales commission, support services, IT infrastructure services, website development?
I think we have already answered in the product revenue mix earlier, but from overall perspective, this IT infrastructure, website development, support, and sales commission and all will have hardly 10% of contribution. 90% is from the pure play EPM and AI-led EPM services, which has the mix of implementation and ongoing AMC support kind of a services.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have question from Ms. Shruti. कंपनी की टोटल रेवेन्यू में रिपीट कस्टमर्स का कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना है?
70%, more than that, you can say.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Sakshi is asking the question that what are the reasons for the sudden shoot up in revenue, PAT and EBITDA in the 9 months of financial year 26?
See, the two major reason. One is organically we have acquired few big customers in US market in last financial year, and that's gave us a good attraction on the EBITDA and overall top line at the standalone level. And then we also acquired few companies which also contribute from an inorganic way of adding the top line and the PAT margins. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have question from Ms. अपेक्षा. आपके AI products और proprietary solutions को protect करने के लिए कौन से intellectual property IP protections मौजूद हैं?
So we have filed a protection into different classes, not only in India but at a global level also. And so some of the classes we have already closed, some of the classes are in process. Yeah.
Thank you. Next question, please. Okay, we have a question from Mr. Shankar Panchal that company के total R&D spending का कितना हिस्सा Gen AI initiatives और product development पर खर्च किया जाता है?
So traditionally we have been investing 10 to 15%, and since this is a very volatile and dynamic what you can say market, and going forward will remain the same, so 10 to 15% of the top line should always be invested in the R&D, because a lot of innovations are happening and we have to add up and enhance our product portfolio as well.
Yeah, सवाल बहुत अच्छा है क्योंकि ये बढ़ता रहेगा शंकर जी. As we move forward and grab more land, more market share, ये R&D spending हमारी बढ़ेगी. Thank you for pointing this out. This is a good question.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Sakshi is asking that what are the company's main competitive advantages compared to its peers?
So what are the company's main competitive advantages compared to its
peers?
Peers.
Well, yeah, a greater domain expertise, long-standing relations with the customer, very trained and well-oiled human capital, right? That can deliver on those promises, right? Very competitive pricing model for lower overheads, geographically diverse, that helps our workforce very efficient and improves their utilization, right? We are also diverse in our customer bases. To keep, again, diversity helps our people to cross train and be much more knowledgeable in solving problems.
And since we have always been a part of a growth journey of any customer, so we have to be very equipped with the kind of domain and business related knowledge than the technology. But technology plays a role. Technology is just an enabler for the business process. So we are the company which provides both kind of a blend to the customer, and that's how we are growing, and we have been growing for the last so many years. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. So Sakshi Somni is asking that what is the reason behind such a complex corporate structure incorporating such a high number of subsidiaries?
So in any services led company, if you have seen that the services are pure play from the third party solution offering and services associated to those third party solution. So we have introduced our business application, our AI offerings, and we wanted to keep that product related revenue separate to that services, directly services driven revenue. One. Second, lot of companies in US and what you can say in India, what we acquired are having very good customer base in US market, which gives us a direct entry into those customers, and then we can multiply our product revenue in next coming years using those entry points. Third is the two different entities which we acquired in India are driving lot of MSME related customer base, which is another point of sale from our AI product portfolio, because we are right now, we have been traditionally serving the enterprises, $1 billion plus companies, but our focus is to create the differentiator between the MSME, SME, and enterprise using the similar line, a similar kind of a technology stack, and that's the reason we acquired. The another company was more from a data center operations and management, which we did not have any capabilities earlier, but adding that we can actually create a 360-degree offerings from an AI application build, deploy, and then maintain along with the data center operations. Yeah.
And also keeping the customer base very diverse.
Yeah.
Because you never know. Diversity is always a good idea, right? You guys are savvy customers. You know how important it is to be diverse in doing things that you do.
Yeah.
So we're keeping it very diverse, wide, and broad, and very effective and efficient. That's the plan.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. So Sakshi Somir is asking, what is the split of revenue and profit between the company standalone and its subsidiaries?
So 70% comes from standalone, 30% from the subsidiaries. Yeah, that's the split. But the profit wise, I think it's almost 80%.
80.
Yeah, and then 20. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question. So Sakshi is asking, what will be the impact of geopolitical situation worsening on the revenue?
See, the geopolitical situation is going to stay here. Sorry for being the bearer of the bad news. Okay. As long as Trump is president and he has hormonal imbalance, there will be geopolitical challenges. But that said, businesses have to continue to work. They have to answer to their stakeholders and shareholders and their customer base, right? So at some point of time, this will start decoupling. I'm sure the markets have already started factoring, baking those numbers in, because these are going to stay here for a long time. And nobody knows the end of this cycle. So we have to continue what our customers, our shareholders, our stakeholders have entrusted us to do.
And one point which I would like to add here, that since we contribute in the decision making of the 10% of the any organization, which are the leadership layer, that is where this tool creates a very big value proposition or a differentiator, because when the situation is not favorable, then how should you take a call? When situation are more favorable, then how should you take a call? So all those different scenarios, the leadership can use it for the decision making, and we are the company who provides those kind of a scenario planning solution on top of other what you can say offerings from our services point of view.
Yeah, so the decisional intelligence that we create by reviewing, understanding, curating, analyzing the data helps them make money. So we are their oxygen.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Next question, please. So Mr. Gajendra is asking, AI cloud engine को लेकर अब तक कस्टमर्स से कैसा रिस्पॉन्स और ट्रैक्शन मिला है?
लेकर कस्टमर का कैसा रिस्पॉन्स और ट्रैक्शन मिला है?
Yeah, this so AI cloud engine का जो response है वो काफी अच्छा है, because first of all जितने tools available हैं market में, they are more personal driven. Enterprise driven कोई tool इतना available नहीं है. That's why we are getting very good traction from existing set of customers. So दो advantage यहाँ पे stickiness hoga. We offered something out of the box, so that's traction is very good at this moment.
Yeah, that's our market differentiator also, right? Because we can save customer a lot of time, effort, and money.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Pavnit Singh. What is the average client tenure?
So minimum is 3 years, maximum can go up to 10 years. And we have customers whom we are serving for last 10 years.
10 years too.
Thank you. Next question, please. So Meenakshi ma'am is asking, फिलहाल कंपनी कितने
80% of
एक्सपेरिमेंटल
enterprise
कस्टमर
customer we
को
have.
सर्व कर रही है?
Yeah, 80% of our customer are enterprise customer only, because the problem we solve is very complex, and it is those enterprise customers wants to solve that problem, and that's why they invest into those kind of a consulting services as well as the kind of solution which we offer. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Mr. Pradnesh is asking, what is the current order book or pipeline visibility?
So we have very good
We
order book
we
pipeline.
we cannot provide any
Yeah.
current order book details because that restricts us as per SEBI guidelines. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So thank you for
Next
the question, Pradnesh.
Yeah. So next question we have from Mr. Prajwal. How do you plan to scale your US and Singapore operations?
Yeah, so that's what I think Ashish covered in one of the slide, that the talent acquisition is another strategic thing. And when you try to get into the global market, you have to have best talent into the those domains and those areas. Okay, and because of after this what you can say growth fund, we will actually deploy some of the fund in the talent acquisition and best of the best sales and marketing strategy for expansion in the US and Singapore region, covering up the Southeast Asia part from the Singapore and US, and definitely the other nearby region to US from the US market. Yeah.
Yeah, the purpose of this fundraise is to support the GTM.
GTM.
That this is our growth fund.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. So Miss Kavita is asking, what percentage of revenue comes from international markets?
40%.
Thank you. Next question, please. Mr. Purnit is asking, how do pricing and margins differ between India and overseas markets?
So it's a 1:4, you can say. So you can imagine the kind
Close
of
to ballpark.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 in India, 4 in US, definitely. Overseas,
Thank you, sir.
can say.
Next question, please. Mr. Neeraj Apte is asking, how are the newly acquired business being integrated?
See, that's where we are doing it, because we acquired last year only. So we are trying to integrate as a one single offering to use their customer base to include our services, our customer base where we can include their services. So,
Yeah.
so that overall wise, we cannot add 1 + 1 = 2, but definitely multiplier impact addition instead of addition of that.
Yeah, cross-selling and
cross-selling,
upselling
will be
and keeping them as their individual P&L.
exactly.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Miss Lalita is asking, पिछले कुछ सालों में कंपनी की रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ काफी स्ट्रांग रही है. इस ग्रोथ के प्राइमरी ड्राइवर्स क्या रहे हैं?
See, primary drivers, because 3 साल का आप देखेंगे तो our deployment or acquisition of some large customer in US was the first primary reason, the driver, and then definitely we acquired very good talent. We have seen the existing set of EPM technologies has also evolved into the adding new features, functionality, which are creating the difference in the market where we are the leader from those technology OEMs. Yeah.
और हम मेहनत भी कर रहे हैं ललिता जी, मेहनत कर रहे हैं, अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, तो ग्रोथ तो होएगा ही.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Khushal Sonawane. आपको क्या लगता है कि करंट एबिटडा मार्जिन आगे भी सस्टेनेबल रहेंगे? अगर हाँ, तो किस वजह से?
सी सस्टेनेबल भी रहेंगे और ग्रो भी होंगे. रीजन बीइंग बिकॉज अभी जो मार्जिन्स आप देख रहे हैं, दिस आर प्रॉपरली कंप्लीटली फ्रॉम द ईपीएम सर्विसेज मार्जिन. जैसे ही हम एआई का इस पे पोर्टफोलियो और ऐड करेंगे विद द एग्जिस्टिंग सेट ऑफ ऑफरिंग्स इन द सेम कस्टमर, तो कस्टमर लेवल मार्जिन्स विल बी इंप्रूव्ड, ओवरऑल प्रैक्टिस लेवल मार्जिन विल आल्सो बी इंप्रूव्ड.
और जब नए नए टेरिटोरीज में भी जा रहे हैं, जैसे यूएस है, पोटेंशियली हो सकता है, जहाँ से देशी ताल्लुकात भी अच्छे हैं, राइट, तो वहाँ पे मार्जिन ज्यादा अच्छे मिल जाते हैं. तो ईबिट जो है वो विल बी लुकिंग अप गोइंग फॉरवर्ड.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have question from Mr. Harshal Jha. कंपनी की वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट्स क्या है और फ्यूचर ग्रोथ के साथ ये कैसे बदल सकती है?
See, majority of the working capital requirement always go in the people centric thing, because people acquisition, people retention, and getting into the sales and marketing strategy. So those are some of the working capital requirement. Future growth के हिसाब से ही वो उसका एक percentage of top line we will add on top of that. But yes, we'll always keep in mind the bare minimum percentage growth plus the positive PAT and positive net worth, yeah, in mind.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Mr. Gokul is asking, ऐसे कौन से की फैक्टर्स हैं जो कंपनी की प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी को इम्पैक्ट कर सकते हैं?
See, again, as I said, the world is facing the talent war. Lot of companies are getting into the similar domain because now the market is also getting matured. They understand that where AI can create a very big differentiator versus the traditional way of maintaining IT related or consulting related services. So ये कुछ एक फैक्टर है talent related जो impact कर सकता है. Second impact कर सकता है customer का खुद का जो growth understanding है from their own journey, going out from the way they are working into completely AI-led services. And there are a lot of players where they might take some time to decide that when is the right time to adopt those kind of a technology stuff. So those are some of the factors which I believe can impact the overall profitability.
और ये डाउनवर्ड इम्पैक्ट है. अपवर्ड इम्पैक्ट ये है कि जब हम नए जोग्राफीज में जाएंगे, ठीक है, अमेरिका चले गए, यूरोप चले गए, तो हम अच्छा भी कर सकते हैं. तो हम विनिंग साइड में रहेंगे. हम एग्नोस्टिक है टेक्नोलॉजी के, एग्नोस्टिक है बिजनेसेस के, तो हम तो हर जगह कारगर हैं.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Rishi Basu. What percentage of current revenue comes from recurring contracts versus project-based work, and how do you plan on maintaining margins as the AI services market becomes increasingly competitive?
So as I said, 70% is a renewable, so it's a recurring contracts. 30% always as a net new customer acquisition year on year. So 30% contribution comes from the project-based work, which is the new project initiation, the one-time implementation fee and other stuff. So, and then definitely the margins are always what you can say in the support services. The volume is more, but margin are little bit less. But one-time implementation, the volume is less, but the margins are more. So that's how we are going to add this. And AI services definitely will help us to increase the margins, if not the top line. Yeah.
And that is not going to change adversely anytime soon. If you look at Gartner's report, they're projecting already about 9.8% increase because of, see, AI requires, it's not a magic tool. It requires a lot of preparation, a lot of critical infrastructure setup, right? That is where consulting dollars will sit, right? So currently, if you look at the generative AI market TAM, total addressable market, is about 1.3 per trillion, is going to rise to about 3.5 in 2030.
So that's a big market.
Very big growth opportunity.
Yeah.
So it's not going to slow down anytime soon. The market space TAM is so big that even many players will fit in.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Next question, please. So, sir, we have a question from Mr. Diljit. Clients कितनी बार projects delay या cancel करते हैं और इसका business पर क्या impact पड़ता है?
We have not seen in last 10 years where client may cancel, but yes, delay sometime happens because it all depends their priority. Because if there are a lot of business as usual activities going on during the year end, quarter end, month end kind of a cycles, it gets some delay. But we have seen around 25 to 30% overall delay, which we can accommodate, or we always have a contingency around that. But yes, cancel we have not seen so far, and I hope the kind of projects we drive, the cancellation will impact more to the customer than to us as a partner, because it's more milestone based projects and we are able to sustain in that base. But we have not seen that. Yeah.
यार वो अतिशयोक्ति भी नहीं है, क्योंकि जो हम करते हैं उससे कंपनी का आमदनी ही बढ़ता है।
Exactly.
तो कौन कंपनी है आपकी नजर में जो नहीं चाहेगी उसका आमदनी बढ़े? हाँ, डिले होती है क्योंकि कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व है और उनकी इंटरनल टीम के अलाइनमेंट्स इन्वॉल्व है, जो कभी कभी तितर बितर हो जाती है, उसके वजह से डिलेज हो जाते हैं। पर सबको अच्छा लगता है आमदनी बढ़ा के दोगे तो इसीलिए कैंसिलेशन नहीं होती हमारे बिजनेस में।
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. We have a question from Mr. Yashwant Reddy. More than 50% of IPO proceeds are allocated toward product development. What measurable ROI does management expect from this investment?
Super ROI, because I don't know how much you know about that kind of AI can bring the differentiator for the customer at this moment. Because from India perspective, this is a very nascent stage, but globally people have seen this impact, and you might have you have to do the research by yourself, that the kind of products which we are developing, first of all, these are not the readily available product, or sooner in the next 1 year, 2 year down the line, we are not seeing that people will jump into that particular segment where we are driving, because that's something which is a core competency we carry from the overall why this is investing in the product portfolio, because that's what traditionally we were not doing. And now we would like to leverage our domain expertise and our consulting expertise and customer relationship to add the AI layer on top of our services, so that we are not selling product as a product, but AI as a service, software as a service, or product as a service kind of thing. So definitely we are expecting very good ROI out of those investments. Yeah.
And the industry catering also.
And industry catering as well. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Pawnisa is saying best wishes for the IPO.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Meenakshi ma'am is
Meenakshi.
saying, yes. Looking forward
Thank
to the
you,
IPO.
Thank you, Vedahi.
So I think, sir, we have covered majority of the questions. Thank you, Rakesh sir. Thank you, Raj sir. Thank you, Sharad sir. Thank you, Ashish sir. Thank you, Shreya ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for
All the
joining.
best for the IPO.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day, guys.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, sir. Thank you.